He's helping me anti-haul today. Raymond. See, he's gonna just help me anti-haul all day today. And ass. There you go. Can you sit down? There you go. We're gonna try to work through this while he's rubbing his face all over my shoulder. Hi everyone. So today's video is going to be another anti-haul, and this one is going to be YouTube collaborations that are coming out this summer. So I feel like there is a lot of products being thrown at us all at once during the spring and summertime, and I feel like obviously there's a lot of new collabs that are coming out in the spring and summertime. A lot of them haven't even been announced yet, but there are 4 big ones that are coming out very, very soon or have already been released, and I wanted to just talk about them a little bit and why I will not be buying them. And it has nothing to do with the YouTubers themselves. This is only about the product. This is nothing to do with my personal opinions on some of them or how I feel about some of them. This is just strictly the product. So I will not be going into detail about any of the drama that might be happening with some of them. So yeah, I wanted you guys to understand that this is not personal. This is just about the product and what I already have in my collection and how I feel about these particular products. If you feel like you still want to buy them, that is your prerogative. It is your hard-earned money that you will be spending on these products. So if you do not agree with me, that is okay, but we can start a discussion down below. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to anti-haul, just go ahead and keep on watching. So the first collaboration that I'm not going to be buying is the Ofra and NikkieTutorials collaboration. So this one does release on March 29th, and I believe it's going to be $74, but if you do use the 30% coupon that is the NikkieTutorials coupon, then it comes down to, I believe, $59. So what you're going to be receiving is 3 liquid lipsticks and a highlighter, and these were all created or inspired by NikkieTutorials herself. The reason why I will not be buying these is because the liquid lipsticks do not look like something that would look good on my skin tone. I am extremely fair, as is NikkieTutorials, but in this particular case, I do not think that I would get a lot of use out of these particular liquid lipsticks. I do have a ton in my collection already, and I do want to eventually use most of them up so I can kind of weed out the colors that I do want and I do not want. I've never tried the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipstick formula, so I cannot speak to that, or the highlighters, but from the videos that I have been watching, they do have a pretty good formula. They are not overly drying and they don't feel like a Sahara on your lips. As for the highlighter, it does look like it's more of an orangey tone, the top part of it, and then there's 2 other colors, which is a very, very light color and more of a champagne color. Again, you can mix these all around and use them on your cheeks as a highlighter, or you can use them individually. Again, I don't feel like this is calling to me. It's not something that I want to sit here and wait on my computer at 10 a.m. before it sells out, because you know it will eventually, because she does have 7 million subscribers or something crazy. I know that this will sell out. I do not want to sit on the computer like a lot of people do with the Kylie Cosmetics. It's the same kind of thing that's been hyped and hyped and hyped, and then it's going to sell out almost immediately. So I don't find myself really wanting this, because of the fact that I do have highlighters that I really love in my collection and liquid lipstick formulas and certain colors that I know that I can wear. Even being as dark as this color is, it's Vampira from Kat Von D. I know that it's going to look good on me because it does have more of a blue undertone. I can't bring myself to buy this particular collaboration. Even though you can buy them separately, I believe they're going to be able to be bought separately, not just in the bundle. I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on something I've never used before. If I had used the liquid lipstick formula before, I knew I absolutely loved it, then I probably would have different feelings about it, but it's not something that's on my bucket list of things I want to buy. So unfortunately, I will not be purchasing this. So the next one that I will not be buying is the Jeffree Star Manny MUA collaboration. It does look very pretty, and the colors of the liquid lipsticks are not something that I would wear. Unfortunately, again, because of my skin tone, I would not be wearing such a dark nude or a red on my lips. The highlighter does look absolutely beautiful, and it is really nice and huge and pink, and it's got kind of a champagne-y pink look to it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Champagne Pop, just a touch. For the most part, I'm just not going to be buying it because it does retail for $50. This collaboration does come out April 8th, and there is a $10 off, or $10? I'm sorry, 10% off coupon code with Manny, MUA, as the coupon code, so that will bring it down a little bit in price, as well as paying for shipping and everything else. I'd rather be spending my money on something that I will know I will use. Unfortunately, with the liquid lipsticks and this being a bundle, you just never know. And I've seen a lot of videos that the liquid lipsticks tend to have a very, very strong smell to them. I have had a couple of them in my collection before I gave them away, and they did have a smell to them, and it does irritate my nose, and I'm extremely sensitive. So unfortunately, I will not be purchasing this because of the fact that it's probably not wearable for my skin tone as much as it would be for somebody who's more medium to a darker skin tone. This is just something that does not call out to me. It doesn't, you know, sing, and it makes me, you know, jump for joy. If it was a palette or something like that, I might have different feelings about it, but unfortunately this is just, again, very similar to the Ofra and NikkieTutorials. It does come with a highlighter and the liquid lipsticks. It just doesn't ring out in something that I really would want, so I will be skipping this guy as well. So the next one that I will not be purchasing is the BH Cosmetics and Carly Bybel palette collaboration. This one is supposed to be released on April 3rd, and the first 30 days it will be $19.50, which is extremely affordable, and then it will go up after that to $22.50. The reason why I will not be purchasing this one is because most of the BH Cosmetics palettes are not that great. They do not have a ton of pigmentation, but they are super affordable. So if you are starting off in makeup, or if you are just putting a kit together, this is great. Unfortunately for me, I do have a lot in my collection already, and I do find that their colors that are in this brand new palette are going to be, some of them are going to be repeats from the original Carly Bybel palette. They will be adding more colors as well as a couple new highlighters into this palette as well, so it's considered the deluxe edition. If you have the old one, you probably do not need this new one, and for me, I just have enough in my collection that I will not need to have another palette. So I am going to be skipping this due to the fact that I do have a lot of shimmery shades from singles to other palettes that have a lot more pigmentation that I can find better than BH Cosmetics, so I will be skipping this one. And the last one, this might be a shock to some of you, is going to be the Jaclyn Hill collaboration with Morphe. She puts her name on something, I am the first one to buy it, but in this particular case, I feel a little weird about this particular palette. Not the fact that it is by Morphe, because, you know, Morphe is kind of hit or miss again. I don't know, if you talk about their matte shadows, they are not as good quality as some of their shimmer shadows. I can find better quality in other brands that I'd rather put my money into, but I just think that this particular palette has been pushed back twice, and that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all that this palette keeps being pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. I just think that there is a lot of drama that's going on with them, and I don't foresee it going very well if it's already been, what, 7-8 weeks. It keeps getting pushed back, and they're trying to do testing on it. I'm thinking to myself that this isn't something that's like rocket science. You either like the shadows or you don't. That because it was leaked, that they're trying to figure out their next step and what they want to do with this palette, even though it's been in the works for 2 years. Don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful from the leak. We don't have a clue what it actually looks like inside from Jaclyn Hill. She hasn't never shown anybody on Snapchat or anywhere else what it actually looks like inside. But from what it looks like from the leak, it looks really pretty. But again, I probably have a lot of the shadows that are in this palette in other palettes or in single shadows. So I think I will be passing on this guy just because I do have the original Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collaboration from way back. I think it was 2015. I do have that palette, and I do have a bunch of other stuff. I just don't see myself purchasing this, unfortunately, even though it looks beautiful, and believe me, I think I want to buy it, but I don't think I'm going to. So if that does change, I'll let you guys know. But for the most part, I've got so much, I'm kind of overwhelmed with stuff that comes in. There's just so much stuff to go through. There's no way one person can go through all of the stuff, and they just keep throwing collaborations at you, and I'm just, honestly, to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of over the collaborations. I think they're a great idea for PR for these companies, but I'm just overseeing all of these collaborations. It's just too much. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know we kind of sped through it, but I thought it was really important to kind of tell you guys why I would not be purchasing these and the fact that all of these have not been released yet, to really think about what you're buying before you buy them and seeing what's in your collection and if you actually need them or if it's something that you're buying out of hype. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for watching. Hit the subscribe button down below if you have not already, and hit the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. I will be doing a lot more anti-hauls coming up and a lot more product reviews, so stay tuned for that. I am on social media on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Again, all of the links and the handles will be down in the description box. I love you, and I'll see you in the next anti-haul. Bye!